The Grammys 2025 nominees were announced over the last day, and wild. Absolutely wild. But the game is the game. Without a doubt, the biggest news was that Tyla did not get any Grammy nomination whatsoever, which absolutely shocked a lot of people, and it shocked me as well. I'm not even gonna lie. Hey, Tyla, what happened? But she's already a Grammy winner anyway, so there's that. However, there's something else I want to talk about concerning this, because the meltdown on Twitter, the elation all over because of this snub is crazy. And I want to unpack the reality of the situation. So buckle up. This is the no BS version. On the surface, Tyla's 2024 Grammy win in the Best African Music Performance category was a historic milestone, making her the first African artist to win this award because it was the first time this award was actually presented. But while her home country of South Africa and other countries celebrated this win, reactions from Nigeria were very different when it happened. I mean, Nigeria, with its huge influence on the African music scene, has produced some of the continent's biggest stars, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, Yemi Alade, Ashake, Arasta, whoever. And some of these were actually nominated in that category this year, 2024, when Tyla actually took home the Grammy instead of those Nigerian powerhouses. The truth is, it left many Nigerians feeling disappointed and even resentful, because they were saying, well, it's our category. If it wasn't for afrobeats, if it wasn't for Nigerian music, that category wouldn't actually exist. So to a lot of Nigerians, it wasn't just a missed opportunity. It felt like a slight against Afrobeats and the artists who had worked so hard to popularize African music on a global scale when Tyla won the Grammy earlier this year. The reaction wasn't just about Tyla's win, but also about how Nigeria's cultural legacy is really tied to Afrobeats from a musical perspective, and with Afrobeats being represented on an international stage. That is how Tyla became hated by Nigerians, and every time she loses or whatever happens, they're happy because of it. But I also think there's something else on top of the Grammy win. Tyla's genre-bending hit Water brought up another point of division. The song was wildly popular. It went viral everywhere and easily was one of the biggest songs of 2023. But it had people split over how to define its genre. Was it Afrobeats? Was it Amapiano or some kind of fusion? For some Nigerian fans, Afrobeats is a national treasure, a genre deeply rooted in their Nigerian cultural heritage, and therefore nobody else can touch Afrobeats or should be doing Afrobeats or whatever that is. And seeing Water labeled under Afrobeats, whether it's in editorials or whatever, struck a nerve for some. And then Tyla herself came out and said, look, I really love Amapiano, I represent Amapiano, all that stuff. It just rubbed people the wrong way. And obviously, with Water, with its Amapiano influences, which is a genre born out of South Africa's music scene, Water felt like an ambiguous blend, one that didn't fit squarely into either category. To Nigerian fans, it felt like a potential encroachment on their musical identity, while to South Africans, it was a proud example of their innovative music scene. To be able to create a pop phenomenon like Tyla is crazy in itself. And this genre ambiguity also deepened the divide between fans and heightened the tension around Tyla's success, and hence she's hated by a lot of Nigerian fans. At the same time, when you cross the Atlantic, the African American audiences had their own unique response, one centered not on genre or nationality, but on her identity as a colored South African, which is a distinct racial category within South Africa's complex history. In South Africa, colored is a recognized identity, a group with its own cultural heritage and experiences. I've done a video on it. You can check it out. I'll link it. But in the US, the term colored has a very different history and is considered offensive. So African Americans, many of them unfamiliar with the South African context, were rubbed the wrong way when Tyla was asked, so what are you, bruh? And she's like, look, me, I'm colored. And they simply struggled to get past the term's American connotations to accept the difference in terminology in South Africa. And this difference in cultural understanding led to a lot of backlash for Tyla. Rather than seeing Tyla as a rising artist in her own right, some began to target her identity and question her legitimacy in the industry, even her legitimacy in being in America labeled black, because she's actually of mixed heritage anyway. Terms like industry plant were thrown around as critics looked for reasons to really discredit her success. So because she rubbed African Americans the wrong way, those tensions were high. As good a time as any to remind you that my website is up and running, mjwemoto.com. Go check it out. There's some merch that I've designed, and that's how you support the channel. And I mean, if tensions weren't high enough, Tyla's recent promotion of Push to Start video stirred up even more reactions from the African American community. After Donald Trump's unexpected re-election, emotions were obviously running high in the US. And for many African Americans, it was a time of disappointment and anxiety maybe. And when Tyla dropped, the promo for the Push to Start video, I think it was like a day or two after the election results, some people in the African American community felt it was inconsiderate timing, interpreting it as an insensitive move, without factoring in the reality that Tyla is a global artist. She's not tied to America per se. Many things were happening at the same time, but because it's Tyla and because they already have that thing against Tyla, it was now like, why are you, promoting your music video when we are not happy about who's been elected in America? Anyway, in reality, it's probably just a coincidence anyway. But you know how timing is everything on social media. For some, this was the final straw, solidifying their perception that Tyla is totally out of touch with the African American community and everything else around that in the US, which is, it's hard to explain, man. But when we break it down, it's clear that a lot of the backlash Tyla faces is based on misunderstandings, cultural differences, and even some petty reasons. On top of that, because of her immense success, there's also this thing like that's why Tyla was called an uppity African the other time, because Tyla's experience shows just how complex the music industry can be for an artist crossing so many borders. What she's done is so huge that she's always going to face some resistance. But to be fair, there are people that support Tyla through and through in all these communities that I've mentioned. So that's pretty cool. In the end, Tyla's journey sort of highlights something important about global music today. We are in an era where artists can reach across continents, bridging cultures, but also facing unique challenges that might not have even been faced before. Because I think for the groundbreaking success that Tyla has achieved particularly in the last year and a half thereabouts, on the global stage, she's had to deal with there's no playbook for this. I can guarantee you there's no playbook for this, because Tyla is likely the first artist to really experience it in this unique context and setting, and we're probably not going to see another Tyla for a very, very long time. And What this means is both unprecedented success and unexpected resistance come with the package. She's hated by some, loved by others, but no matter what, she's here to stay. She's not a one-hit wonder. She's not an industry plant or anything like that. She actually is genuinely talented. I also do have other videos on how she started in the music industry and how she dominated the South African music industry well before even going and attempting to push the boundaries out there in the US and everywhere else to become a truly global artist. I just thought it was super interesting just to see the reactions that happened with this Grammy snub because Tyla is not nominated for 2025, even if she already won a Grammy in 2024. Hard to explain. So you tell me, what do you think? Is the backlash against Tyla from the Nigerian community and the African American community, is it fair? Or is she simply a victim of cultural misunderstandings that have been brought about by her success and her unique heritage and history as a colored South African? Drop your thoughts and comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into these stories that are shaping amapiano, afrobeats, and whatever else. Otherwise, that's it for me. My name is MJ Wemoto, son of Zimbabwe, signing out. Peace. Day.